When you began your research for images for the tone and manner exercise, I asked that you capture or cite the following. If the content is not original to you, something that you created, then you need to have the following. Okay? Of course, the title, the creator's name, the date retrieved or created, and then this next one's very important. I want you to have the URL, and I say URL, URI because technically we're dealing with a URI, but most people will say URL. Uniform Resource Locator versus Uniform Resource Indicator. It's a technical thing. I don't know if anyone will call you on it later, but you'll learn more about this if you take the 344 Design for the Internet class. So I want you to copy basically what is the web address for the original file which you download. And then I want you to also have the address for the website which you found the image. Okay, so as an example here, I will go ahead and use this as an example. And I found this from Wikipedia Commons. I downloaded this on August 8 of 2020. This is the name of the image. I believe this is the author or owner or creator. And then this is the URL. So I'm just going to copy this. And we'll go to Chrome, and I'll paste this in, and you will see that in fact here is the name. We're on Wikipedia Commons, and depending on the site you download your file, and again you're going to have to research the usage rights, but I want you to be very careful with copyright infringement. You will need to ask the author and get permission from the author. You will need to create your own original content, or you will need to use free use content, and you can do so on different websites, and there are different resources available to you in our class for all the different types of media which you might want to use, which are royalty free use. Okay, so we can download our different sizes. You can get information on file usage. You could probably information about reusing, and you can do some research on this page. But basically, here's the source. Here's the image, here's the ability to download, here's the name of the file. This is probably, I believe, the person responsible for the file. Okay, right here, author. So this is the type of information which I'm looking for you to capture. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hide this. And I go ahead and capture all of my site information, the information which I'm going to use to cite the artwork in this case, just a text file. And then I tend to keep this text file in with my exercise, which I'm working on in close proximity to my images. Okay. All right. So we have that information. Let's go ahead and go back to Chrome here for a second. And we now know the information which we must have, the file format which we must use. Make sure your images use the sRGB color profile. And now all you need to do is post a reply and place your images, and then make sure you also place the images which will cite your image. Now if it's yours, you just have to claim it as yours and the date you created it. And you could say no link, no source, just the title, your name, and the date which you created this or created it. Okay? Now, you're probably pretty aware, if I'll just go into my edit mode here, and from using different resources, I'm sure you get the idea of the basic editing tools, the ability to embed images, the ability to create a table, the ability to select something and add a hyperlink or take a hyperlink away. Okay? So what I'm asking you to do is place your images and place the site information. How you lay this information out is up to you. I chose a table where I placed my 5 images across the top with the corresponding information underneath. You could have placed an image and then next to the image have the corresponding information and then repeat that stacked up. Or it could be a 2-column. It's up to you. You don't have to use a table at all, as long as it's clear what information goes with which image. Okay? All right, so I'm going to click Done here. And basically, those are the steps you need to complete to post your images and site information to the discussion.